Why do you support Trump?
I guess my first claim, I guess I would say on immigration. Now, obviously, I agree on the stance that Charlie made with immigration under Biden, like illegal immigrants taking jobs from Americans. I think Americans are more deserving of jobs rather than someone who's illegally let in the country. I think it ruined the economic status. I think that the illegal immigrants that were like the floods of 10 millions, or I don't know how many exactly within the year, but the millions that were taking jobs. You can fact check me. I'm not sure how many millions it was, but so I'm not gonna say like 10 million or exact number, but it was a couple million that was ceasing and taking jobs. So I guess I would see like your rebuttal to that.
Yeah, so there was around 3.5 million people that came in the country and documented. And in terms of an increase in the Biden-Harris administration, it was nowhere near the 16 to 20 million or 10 million that Trump claimed. And in terms of undocumented immigrants taking jobs, I actually don't think that they do, because typically the jobs that they're going to be taking or engaging with are going to be jobs specifically that are not even available to U.S. citizens, because of the fact that there are legal regulations limiting them from even going to those jobs in the very first place. Secondly, the fulfillment of those jobs increases the productivity of other jobs, therefore increasing the amount of jobs available to U.S. citizens. Also, they demand goods and services within the economy, which also increases the demand for labor, which also creates jobs. So I would
Okay.
argue it's preferable if they're given a pathway to citizenship if they haven't committed a violent or serious offense. I think that's the best alternative. But I do think that like they're not negative in terms of the economy. You could say you disagree with undocumented immigration because you think that they should uphold the law, or you think that something else. But the economic argument doesn't uphold, because economically they're better off for the country, whether they're undocumented or
Okay.
documented.
Okay, yeah. So my point was like, so against that, what I meant like was like, if I say I think Americans were to less give it, like if I was, now obviously you were mentioning, what was it? You mentioned that illegal immigrants would get what? Like they get jobs that don't require what, sorry? That
Oh,
you said, I'm
undocumented
not sure.
immigrants are typically going to be taking jobs that aren't even available to U.S. citizens, because of the fact that the labor that they're engaging in isn't even legally available to U.S. citizens.
Okay. Oh yeah. So that was the point I was gonna make on. Sorry, I want to make sure you elaborate on it a little bit. But so I think that's untrue. Because I think I noticed there's a lot of like for example, I can use my town. They had a local roofing company that get shot down. They got shot down because of illegal immigrants, and there's a whole bus, and that's jobs they were taking from. I mean, they had American citizens that were working for that company, but it got completely shut down. And I feel like there could be also other territories like in the United States or like other states that maybe could experience the exact same thing, but no one would know of like during that time. So I feel like you'd be taking jobs, and like obviously like if you have like Indeed where there's like 1,000 AIs and then you're fighting also illegal immigrants for those positions, I feel like it would not help. So I mean I think like what would be your rebuttal to that?
Well, it's again that you're not going to be competing for the same types of jobs. And say you were, again, since there's an increase in the demand for labor as well, that technically isn't going to be a consideration. Like, for example, if you look at it from a legal perspective, if we look at all immigration as a whole, immigration over the past
Mm.
30 years has actually led to an increase in wages for natural born U.S. citizens. It's led to an increase in employment rate for natural born U.S. citizens, along with the fact that it's decreased the deficit and the debt by $14.5 trillion over the past 30 years. So immigration has been very beneficial to our system overall. So I think facilitating quicker legal immigration processes is probably the best way to address this issue. I don't think the best way to address this is by doing Donald Trump's policy of undermining the constitutionally protected rights of individuals in this country, trying to go after legal permanent residents for engaging in pro-Palestinian advocacy, allowing for racial profiling, getting rid of the need for judicial warrants to search and seize people's properties, the sending people to CCOT in El Salvador, which is a concentration camp where people are mistreated and tortured.
Yeah. So I will say on that point of Trump's policy for there, I would disagree with in that sense. But no, I do think that obviously like, but even if like now there's these jobs, I guess like these are things that American citizens could like receive. Like what jobs necessarily are you talking about when you say that jobs that American citizens wouldn't typically get, or what were you like elaborating on
Yeah, I,
that?
I just mean the ones that aren't even available. So things that could be below the minimum wage, right? Or there's some sort of safety regulations that we have specifically that those are not enforced for undocumented immigrants. So since they're not enforced for undocumented immigrants, because again they're already in the country undocumented, they're already risking that. then it's going to be that these things are available to them, and significantly more undocumented immigrants would be fulfilling that comparative to natural-born U.S. citizens. Because again, natural-born U.S. citizens would have access to all of the legal opportunities.
Okay, so like, what if like businesses aren't registered under like an LLC, so they're not registered? Then what would you say to that?
I don't know what that means.
Like if something's not registered as an LLC, technically it's not labeled as a considered job. If you now depending on the company, but say you're
It is considered a job. Well, I'm confused what you mean. Like
well, yeah, it is
if you're an
considered a job,
owner
but
of a
like
company, that's a job.
but like say it's not registered as an LLC, that goes through public insurance, and then you also go through the government for funding. But if you go there in that route, I think it's a lot more like different than like immigrants, because they would have to be processed to that point, but some of them don't have that, but they're the same jobs.
Yeah, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Okay, fair enough. I'll try to make it a little more simple. So like, let's say that you have a job working. Now, obviously, this is the hypothetical, but say you have a job. Say you're working at obviously a commercial store like Walmart, right? Obviously, Walmart, you have to go through a lot of you have to go through a whole process to get employed there, correct? Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So now, say I go to a job that's not registered under the commercial business, not registered as an LLC. It's an underground business like Lanning's Food. It's not registered as an LLC, but you can just get hired there with no background check, with nothing or no information besides your number, and without a bank account, you can just sign up and work there.
Okay, so you're saying without a bank account, you can sign up for. I'm not
Well, yeah,
following, man. I don't. What's your points from this? I'm not following at all, man.
Okay. So I'm basically saying you don't need any information to get that job. So it's an unregistered job. So how would you can find the illegals if they're in these jobs that are like
There's still legal
like,
regulations preventing people from getting those jobs. So proportionally less people who are citizens are fulfilling those jobs, and if they are, they're not even legal to fulfill. So I don't even understand why that would be an argument.
Fair point. I get you. Fair point.
So
Okay,
if
I guess kind of.
so, like,
Sorry.
can you name a policy of Trump's he's influenced to get passed that's benefit the average American more than it's benefit the rich?
I'm not talking about the rich. I'm talking about illegal immigrants who like normal American citizens or middle class to lower citizens for like the working class, or like jobs or open jobs or stuff like that. Employment, basically.
So again, like I told you, immigration over the past 30 years has led to an increase in employment rate for natural-born U.S. citizens. So immigrants coming to our country are not taking jobs.
But so you're saying they create more jobs?
Yes.
But wouldn't they have to create more jobs for more people that are in our country?
Yeah, I'm saying they increase the amount of employment rate for natural-born U.S. citizens. So factoring in population.
Oh, yeah, I would have to fact check that. I'm not for sure on that one. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then you got me there. I don't know about that
sure.
in that sense. But
Is there anything
guess
Trump
kinda
could
moved
do
my-
that would get you to stop supporting him?
yeah, I think there's a couple things. Now, obviously, like I've definitely changed because I base my morals off of Christianity. I don't like that AI picture of Jesus he posted. And I dislike him. But if I was to say like if there's something that would make me dislike him, then or not support him, I think it'd probably, according to my morals, I mean probably public citing like straight genocide. Maybe I don't know if I don't know if I can say that on here or not. But can I say that? I don't know if I can say it or not. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that. But genocide. Now I know with the Iran war, there's a lot of stuff going on, but I guess I would use it as like public genocide, like as stuff that's happening in West Africa, and like of radical Islams, the Christians, and many different people. So like if he was like publicizing that and supporting that and funding that, then
There's no
that'd be a big-
evidence that it's specifically people going after individuals just for being Christian. There are Muslims that are disproportionately attacked at a higher rate.
Well, I said that there's it's radical Islam that's attacking not just Christians but also other West Africans.
Okay,
that don't believe in there.
Okay, so I mean, so in that context, like that's true. Like I'm confused what your argument is. What about the Trump administration? Do you think that he's like
Like, if you
preventing
ba-
this?
No. I'm saying like why like I wouldn't if like there's something like it's an example. So if he was like publicizing that, or if he was like saying
You're saying if
or
Trump
funding
committed
it.
a genocide.
Well, yeah, if he like publicly endorsed it, I guess yeah.
I think he's done that.
Are you just I'm guessing gonna refer to the Iran war?
I could refer to that, or I could refer to Gaza. He
Fair. So
explicitly
what
said
would-
that the U.S. should take over Gaza and ethnically cleanse all the Palestinian people, and don't give them a right to return.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah.
I give it that.
Yeah, look up Trump says no right to return for Palestinians.
Okay, can I go do that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta leave it.
I won't be able to hear you while you're out of the app, by the way. But go ahead and look and find that information. I'll get another person up in the meantime. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat, as always. You have about 50 minutes or so left on the live, everyone. Just letting y'all know, 50 minutes or so left on the live. Yo, what's up, how old are you? You're disgusting. What is wrong with you? Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter about the age of 18. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
What's up, bro? 18.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
What's your birth year?
2008.
And what month?
January.
Okay, and if the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Well, I live in a very Republican area. I just think that it would, like, be good for everyone else, and it'd be chill and everything, you know?
Yeah, I think they're a kid. Let's go to the next person. Only do send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter about the age of 18.
Yeah, but Parker, yeah, am I good to go?
What'd you say?
Can I talk now? I didn't want to
go
make
ahead.
sure you weren't adding anybody else. All right, sweet. Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't even see that. Honestly, I didn't hear any articles even write about that. So yeah, I guess that's something new I'd have to explore into.
Yeah, you should take a look into that.
I did see that.
You should take a look into that, look into it a little bit more, and then come back, because I think that would be something Trump's done. He's also, I mean, he's threatened the entire destruction of a civilization within Iran. So
Yeah,
do you think,
I mean-
do you think that's enough?
I mean that's a great point. I definitely do for the research into it, but yeah, if I found out or came to that logical conclusion, or it's like if it's a proven thing. I saw some documents on it. Now obviously I didn't go through all of them, but I'm definitely gonna take a look into it after this.
Well, that's great. Well, make sure to look into that. You're welcome to come up again and let me know your thoughts on it once you do so.
Yes, sir, man. Later, Parker.
Later, later.